Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back with another episode 3 of season 2, and today's episode is going to be about allowing God to use you as who you are instead of trying to compare yourself and your walk with others. So stay tuned and learn all about it. Welcome back to another episode 3, and today's episode is just going to be about learning not to compare yourself to others, but understanding that everyone's walk is different. I know it's hard because we do live in a society where it's so easy to compare ourselves to others and just want what they have, or just admire the way people do things, or the way people's lives seem to be just flowing. But I just want us to remember that we're all part of one body, but we all have a different purpose in helping the body to function. So let's take this to scripture. Today's scripture will be coming from Jeremiah 29:11, and it reads, "For I know the thoughts I think toward you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." So right here we see that regardless of where we are in our walk, God has already planned to give us an expected end. But it's just about us seeking God and understanding who God is and just getting to that point. But it's important to remember that everyone's walk is different and that we are not like anyone else. God had picked us to be us and not to be Sally or Susan or anyone else. That He has picked us to be us. And that the more we grow with Him, that we'll understand it more and more. And that although life is hard and that everyone on social media may seem to be like, their life may seem to be flowing, going, and they're just doing great things, so are you. And I just want to encourage you that regardless if you just got out of bed today and that was your big achievement, you did something. And everyone's walk with God is different. It's just important that we don't just give up. I was watching a video earlier today, and the girl referenced how it's so important not to lose sight of God. That when the temperature isn't where we like it, that we just turn away from God. So by that, if we think about cooking, we know that if we're cooking on low, it's gonna go like slow. If we're cooking on medium, it's gonna go like a little faster. And if we're cooking on high, it's gonna cook like really fast. So it's so important that when things in our life aren't moving in the temperature we'd like, so they're not moving fast, that we don't say, "Oh, well, God, where are you? Are you still here? Are you gonna do it for me?" No, He is going to do it in His time. And that's the most important part, that our lives are not gonna look like somebody else's. We don't know how long they had to wait to get the things that they have now. So it's just important that we just reflect on our lives and just how much God has actually done for us and how much He's going to continue to do for us, but we just have to have faith. So although we live in a microwave society where we want everything like right now, it's important that we just slow down and that we just wait for God and that we just allow things to happen in God's time instead of our time. He says, "Lean unto me and not unto your own understanding." So it's so important that we just lean unto God and we don't try to hurry everything up, because sometimes these things are put in place so that they could help us and develop us and not hinder us or an obstacle in front of us, but to build our character, to build who we're supposed to be, and to allow the purpose to build in our lives, because there's no testimony without the test. So we can't just expect everything to be peaches and cream and then be able to help others, because God puts us through these things so that one day we can get through them and help others through that same very thing. So I just encourage you to keep going and to just remember that your walk is not like anyone else's, but it's yours. And that's the most unique part about it. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next episode.